The most spectacular and scenic venue in all of college football and perhaps in all of sports. The Rose Bowl in Pasadena, also home to the UCLA Bruins. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bruins will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will start this game off. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the gun, the inside give. Tackled after picking up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They're going to ride this running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. They're getting this guy lathered up.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Vaughn. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So UCLA's offense has the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
A first down for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Bruins in the hurry up. He's got it again. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Trying to get to it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end. But he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to run it. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
This is such a frustrating feeling. When you got a defense that drops back, takes away all the immediate options, does a really good job with the first play, the pass play, but then you got a quarterback that just pulls it down, easily gets the first down. I just don't know how you stop a guy like this.
The give to the tailback. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Grab near the sticks. It's Grove. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the left. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
I think they called that knowing they were going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And here comes the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good.
Minnesota 6, UCLA 0.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Vaughn. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has a second down play. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's got him in the flat. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got an open man. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Short gain on the play before he slides. A lot of urgency for this offense. DB's right up on the receivers. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think
Field goal.
They know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. He missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Getting some heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they got him for the sack. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. UCLA will go back to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. You want to talk about hearts in throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
They're bringing heat. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll take the help from the penalty, but it's still 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Great job rallying the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
The Bruins will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. They're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. They go to the draw. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. From the gun, the running back has it. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running back goes in motion. Wants to throw on second down. He looks that one in nicely. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It is perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, when Wisconsin and Iowa get together, they play for the right to own the Heartland Trophy, and here's how it went down. Iowa was able to finish off a close one in Iowa City today. Both offensively and defensively to come away with a dub. Hey, survive and advance. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Offense getting set for first down. He's going to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haley. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll go hurry up here. Wants to fire on second down. The throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Got his man quickly. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Timeout, Minnesota.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll need to put some leg in this one. A 52-yard attempt and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Look, it's sloppy out here. It's wet. The ball is slick. It's not easy to kick in these types of conditions. That's now his second missed field goal, but I know this kicker's disappointed of himself because he's good enough to make these kicks.
To the air on first down. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Looking down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And here comes the offense on second down. The play action fake. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. The Bruins line up to punt it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Pasadena than you do? A captivating game so far. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
Coming out with it, it's Vaughn. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UCLA will go back to work on offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. They'll run it on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. It's still third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! They take the lead with the 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
On the run, fires downfield. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Makes his connection. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Golden Gophers want to move quickly. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. And the caller now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Looking to move it through the air. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. So after the big run, they tried to hit him with a pass. Would you have gone back to the run there?
I think now, yeah. Of course, now looking back, I'm going to go, yeah, I should have run after taking the sack. I like mixing it up. But if my offense is going to sit there and lean on people and we're good at running the football, then don't be afraid to do that more often.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Coming after it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Bruins will punt it away on fourth down. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, and they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, third down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
Off play action on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. That's caught. It's Whalen.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got his man.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to get to him. Looking to buy time.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
From the gun, the ground game. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. It's a one-scored game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. Oh, what a move. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He lofts one down the sideline. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a...
He'll take the deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Lets it fly. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Sometimes a play like that, incorporating the back in the passing game, almost seems like cheating. It's so easy.
Yep, because you can run it against man or you can run it against zone. If you're patient, obviously, with zone coverage, he can come open, but man... chances of a running back versus a linebacker, so nice job by the quarterback, nice job by the running back.
Finds his man, and the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
From the gun, give on the inside. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. 1st down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
They've got him looking wide, but they're going to throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Scrambling away. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boise State is putting on an offensive clinic, and about the only thing we haven't seen is the Statue of Liberty play. They're up by 15 over James Madison. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Right down the middle. And it's picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Line gets set, 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Man, I can't do that here, right? I got the football, I got the lead, the clock is my friend, and now I cough it up. Offense have to understand the situation, have to understand I got to get to the ground. I can make sure I don't fight for extra yards. I'll make sure I don't fumble, costly fumble.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He makes a catch. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He makes the connection. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. The quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bruin. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're lining up to boot it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Going up top on 1st down. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, and they convert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. I'm sure these guys on offense dreamed of this situation. Big stage, time winding down, desperately needing a score. Well, now they can make those dreams reality. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Rolls it in. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.